Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm so excited to be back. It's a beautiful day in Amsterdam and I'm so ready to film this new series, Curly Hair Care 101, Curly Knowledge 101, all the juice on how to keep your curls healthy, scrumptious, and juicy looking all throughout the week. So if you're interested in knowing about the 5 points that I feel is important for every curly girl to know, stay tuned. So when I was going through my own hair care journey, my own, like hair transition, these 5 points really made a difference in how my hair was looking. And with every point, I do want to make a reference to, how I experienced it. I feel like that's the best way for people, to learn. So the first point in my list of curly hair basics is how you treat your hair when you are, for example, sleeping. So I would recommend using satin or silk pillowcases, hair bonnets, or hair accessories. So first of all, what is satin and what is silk? And there's a difference between the two as well. So the difference between the two is that silk is the fiber and satin is the way that it is woven. So you might be thinking, why would I even use a satin pillowcase or bonnet when I go to sleep, right? So what are the benefits of this? The thing is that when you go to sleep, and you have your hair loose, especially for curls, it can cause a lot of breakage because of the friction and also a lot of frizz, and it just won't look as best in the morning. So I just want to show you guys some examples of the silk products that I use, and they're all from the brand Lily Silk, and this is a really nice brand if you're looking for anything regarding silk. So they have bonnets like the one that I have, they have pillowcases like the one that I have as well, and they also even have like blouses or pajamas in silk, and this is the one that I'm wearing right now. It's a really nice piece for if you just want to have something light and breathable. So first I just want to show you guys the bonnet that I have by Lily Silk, and this is such a great bonnet because as you can see, you can just like tie it at the bottom here, and it's really big enough to put all my hair in. What I do is I put my hair up in a pineapple. If you don't know what it is, it looks something like this. So that all your hair is at the top, and then I put on the bonnet, flip it over, and then you can tie it at the back. So the thing that I love about this brand is that they use mulberry silk. As you can see, this is a really soft texture, and this type of silk is the best quality of silk there is. And the best thing about this bonnet is that when you wake up and your hair looks almost as if you just did it like 2 minutes ago, that's the best feeling ever, because my hair looks so different when I wake up in the morning and I haven't slept on my satin pillowcase or my satin bonnet. It just looks really rough and dry versus when I do use it and my hair looks really good in the morning. It also has less of that slept on look that you sometimes can achieve when not using anything to protect your hair when you are sleeping. So yeah, I really like this bonnet. It's nice and adjustable here, and it's easy to use, it's beginner friendly, and my hair looks amazing when I wake up. And the next thing is my satin pillowcase, guys. I cannot sleep without a satin pillowcase. It's come to the point where now when I sleep over at someone's house, I literally bring my satin pillowcase cover because I just need my curls to be protected at night so that when I wake up, they look good. I really love this one. As you can see, it's a nice rosy color, and it's the same as my satin blouse. And another thing is that once you've gotten used to using silk pillowcases, you are not going to want to go back because this is so soft and it just feels so luxurious to lay your head on, and you just feel your curls sort of like smoothing past it. This is also really breathable and anti-aging, and it really has a lot of beauty benefits. It's not only good for your hair like I just explained, but it's also really good for your skin because when you roll around, you also have friction on your skin. So on to the next point that I want to make. So the first step when starting your curly hair journey is really knowing what your hair needs. Before you can find products, this starts with knowing your hair type and your hair porosity. So first you need to know what type of hair you have, and there are different types ranging from 1 to 4. As you can see in this picture, these are the hair types, and for me personally, I would say I'm like a 3B. So based on this, you can find the right products to cater to your hair because different hair types also need different types of products. And this is really important because if you are just starting your curly hair journey, you might think like, oh, I can just go to the store and buy any, like curly hair brand that they have and it should work. But it doesn't really work like that eventually, because say you have like maybe wavier hair type, you cannot use like really thick products that weigh your hair down. You would need like a more lightweight product. So this is really important to know, but also what comes with that is that you also really need to know your hair porosity, because that also helps in finding products. So if you're not familiar with what porosity means, and if you've been hearing this, term like a lot in the curly hair community, it's a really important term. It indicates the extent to which your hair can absorb and retain moisture. And this comes in many different forms. So hair actually consists of like, low porosity, medium or neutral porosity, and then high porosity. As you can see in this image, there are different types and it's a whole other ball game. And I really want to make a separate video talking all about porosity, because I think it's really important for people to know what their hair needs before you can really buy products or even like handle your hair in the right way. So I'm planning on filming this video super soon, and if it's up by the time you're watching this, click the link up here. If you don't know what type of porosity your hair is yet, you can easily do a porosity test by yourself at home, and all you need to do is look up hair porosity tests online or maybe on YouTube, and you'll find a lot of ways in which you can discover what your hair porosity is. I just did like the water in a cup like technique, where you just fill up a cup with water and then you pull out a strand of your hair, put it in, and by the way that it like sinks or floats, that's how you know what type of porosity you have. Okay, so the next point that I want to make is, for us curly girls, our wash day looks so different than, for example, somebody with straight hair would have. Some people are used to washing their hair every day, but for a curly girl, that is not beneficial at all, because our hair needs moisture. And if you wash your hair every day, you are stripping your hair from the moisture, from the natural oils. I would recommend maybe washing your hair once a week. I wash my hair once every week or once every 2 weeks, and then also deep condition once a week. I cannot say this enough. I think I have said this to so many people in my lifetime at this point. If you have curly hair, deep condition your hair once a week. If you think you're not ready to really be consistent and follow all of the tips that I'm giving in this video, only start with deep conditioning your hair once a week. And I guarantee you that you're already gonna see a difference, because deep conditioning is so important. Like I said, us curly girls, we really need moisture in our hair, so deep conditioning every week is a must. So I already filmed a video on the wash day basics for me that I use that work really well. If you're interested in watching that, it's linked up here. And that's where I really explain all the terms and everything. As a curly girl, there are 3 ingredients that you need to stay away from in your wash day essentials, and these are silicones, parabens, and sulfates. A lot of people say don't use a shampoo that has sulfates in it, and this is really important, guys. And if you're not familiar with sulfates, this is just the cleansing agent that is usually in every shampoo. So the thing is with sulfates is that it's kind of tricky. Sulfates can really strip the scalp of its natural oils, and this is really not beneficial to curly girls who really need that moisture in their hair. And just like sulfates, parabens can really cause drying to the hair, but even more than that, parabens are easily absorbed in the skin, so they can also cause a lot of scalp irritation. So this isn't really beneficial for your hair either. And then you have silicones, and the tricky thing with silicones is that products that have a lot of silicones in there will have the product sort of building up on your scalp, and they sit on the top of your scalp. This can be really annoying with when you want to wash it out, because if they're not water soluble, you won't really be able to get it out on your wash day. Your scalp won't really be cleansed. So this is why I do recommend that you do use a sulfate shampoo once every month or once every 2 months, just to remove all the buildup and just sort of start new. Check your ingredients, guys. As a curly girl going into this curly hair journey, it's really important to be aware and keep checking your products for ingredients that are beneficial to your hair growth, to making your hair look healthy and feel healthy. So I can't get into all the nitty-gritty about ingredients and products in this video, but make sure to stay tuned, because I'm coming with another video very soon where I explain everything about ingredients. So another thing that's really important about wash day essentials for curly girls is that you can't use a normal towel to dry your hair once you're done. And this is because as curly girls, we really need to watch out with what texture we put on the hair because it frizzes really easily, it tangles really easily. So I would recommend using a microfiber towel, and I'll just show you the ones that I have. This is my microfiber towel that I got from the Action. It's a store in the Netherlands. It was really cheap. It was like €2. And you see here, you can put your hair in here, and then this goes here, and you can like clip it. Clip it. Clip it. Can you? Yeah. This is also a really nice towel. This is from Pump Hair Care. They sent me this. This was so nice of them. And this is actually a bamboo towel, so it's biodegradable, and it's the same as the other one where you put your hair in here and you can clip it at the front. But I'll just show you guys the texture. So as you can see, this is really soft, and this one is also really soft. And this is just what you need to use for your curls after you wash it or whenever you want to dry it, because just using a normal material really will damage your hair. And also, if you're looking for an alternative, you can also use a old t-shirt. Sorry guys, yeah, I've showed this before on my channel. This is actually really funny, but my Justin Bieber t-shirt, yeah, I had that phase. Let's move on. So this is totally 100% cotton, and before, when I didn't have a microfiber towel, I used my Justin Bieber t-shirt, and this is really nice to sort of like dry the hair, and this is a good alternative if you can buy any of those. So really try and invest in one of these, the microfiber or even the bamboo one, because it's really good for your hair. It reduces frizz, and unlike, you know, like the normal towels, it doesn't rub against your hair, make it really frizzy. And if you can't, try and just find a t-shirt that's 100% cotton and use that after your wash day. And don't use the normal towels. If I find you using the normal towels, I will get angry. Anything that you do in life will need consistency, and just like that, your hair will need that as well. So if you are doing any of the things that I'm explaining to you in this video only like once a week, or you're just doing it on some days, it won't work. You really need to be consistent in the way that you treat your hair, in the way that you love your hair, because your curls are beautiful. So this is really a small point, but it's really important because you need to find a routine that works for your hair. Once you really stick to a plan consistently, I promise you, your hair will look so much better. So for me, the day that's really important in my curly hair routine is my wash day, aka day 1 hair. So day 1 hair is that day when you come out with freshly washed curls and you put in your products. And this is a really important day because that really sets the tone for the rest of the week until your next wash day. So day 1 hair is really important. I just put in all my products and I just really give my hair what it needs. If you need a link to that, you can see my hair routine up here. So what happens is eventually when you're really into your curly hair journey and your hair is starting to get like healthier, you'll see that day 1 hair is so important because the first day, you know, you do your hair, and then the second day, you only really have to refresh your hair with water or even just like a little bit of gel or a little bit of leave-in. That's what I do. And that's when you know that your hair is really, you know, getting into a routine, because all you really need is to set the tone for the first day, and then the days after you only just refresh it. And I'm thinking of filming a refresh routine, what I do on like day 2, day 3, day 4, etc., just to show you guys what my whole wash week looks like. So create a routine. This is really important. If you set a goal that you want to deep condition every week, tell yourself you're going to deep condition every week. If you tell yourself you want to sleep with a satin bonnet every day, try and do that. You know, really put in the work if you want to see optimal results for your hair. Give your hair some love, love your curls, and trust me, when your curls look so good and you go outside and you're feeling yourself and they look hella defined and you're like, you know, this is amazing. Like, I love my curls, I embrace my curls. It all starts with hair care. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this new series on my channel, and I really hope that any of these 5 points was beneficial to you. Comment down any suggestions or video ideas that you guys want to see. Like, what are you struggling with your curls? What do you want to know more about, and what do you want to see? I personally am really loving, you know, researching all of this to give you guys more content and more sort of educational content so that you guys really know how to treat your hair and how to make the best out of it, because our curls are so beautiful and I really feel like we could embrace it more if we knew more about it. So like this video if you haven't, and subscribe to my channel. I'm so happy with all the new subscribers that are coming to this family. So follow me on all my social medias, DM me on Instagram. I love talking to you guys and we always have a fun time in the DM. So sending you love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye!